Now let's all put this together and how the incremental simplex works. So before adding next atom, simplex has a solution of atoms added so far. Okay, that's our assumption. You add an atom, let's say you add Cx less than equal to delta. Okay, and we do this. A fresh lag variable is introduced, and which is defined to be s is equal to Cx. Okay, okay, and you add a constraint s less than equal to delta. So basically, you're adding a bound, a variable, and a bound, and s is equal to Cx. So now what happens is that you must be introducing minus 1 in the last column, minus 1 minus s equal to Cx, right, plus Cx equals to 0. Okay, so now you may have this problem that some of the x variables are basic variables because of the past pivot operations. So you need to do row operation to get rid of those variables. So now s is added to your basic variables and declaring it to basic variable. After this operations, the matrix in the normal form as we expect, with potentially a violation on the bounds on s, and then you do the sequence of pivot operations. Now let us consider in our training example adding this inequality. How do we do that? We introduce a new slack variable s3, okay, and add a corresponding row. Okay, so this is s3 introduced. This is the top symbol. This is s3. This is column for s3, and the top row. Okay, this is the my row for this inequality. Okay, so the minus s equals to minus 2x minus y. Okay, and we introduce this bound on s3. Now the problem is that we still have declared this guy to be my basic variable, and this guy also was my basic variable. But in the basic variable, this is minus 1, okay, but now it has introduced this minus 2. I need to get rid of it. What I do row operation. I take this guy and linearly do the row operation such that this guy becomes a 0. And exactly I do that. And if I do that, I change this, and then this guy becomes 0. And what happens is that it goes to the form in which we want the matrix A to be, and then we have this current state. So now S3 is violated, and pivot if possible. Okay, so do the kindly do the exercise to see how the pivot will work now. So simplex is a sequence of pivot operations, and if a state is reached without violation, then V is a satisfying assignment. If there are no suitable columns to repair a violation, then input is unset. So in this example, you have S3 is in violation, and there is no way that you can fix it. Okay? So you can check that both the columns is not suitable. Okay? So then you say that's a unset.